Greetings and welcome back to another episode of The Couch Geek. Today we're going to discuss one of my personal favorite Star Trek movies of all time. And this is going to be our final trek to the stars. That movie, Star Trek First Contact.
In his nightmares, he can see them. In his mind, he can hear them.
Locutus.
In his soul, he can feel them.
I've just received a report from Deep Space 5. Long-range sensors have picked up...
Yes, I know. The Borg. Set a course for Earth. Maximum warp.
Now, in Earth's darkest hour, he must fight them again.
Captain, Earth. Life signs?
Population approximately 9 billion. All Borg.
How?
Time travel. They went back and assimilated Earth. Changed history. I must follow them back. Repair whatever damage they've done.
But this time, they must travel to the past
April 4th,
2063.
to save our future.
You're all astronauts on some kind of Star Trek.
They invade our space, and we fall back. They assimilate entire worlds, and we fall back. Not again. The line must be drawn here.
It looks like the control deck's 26 up to 11.
Mr. Data and I are returning to the ship. Don't let them touch you!
Captain!
Data!
We must activate the auto-destruct sequence.
You want to destroy the ship and run away. You coward.
If you were any other man, I would kill you where you stand.
Let's rock and roll!
Destroy them. Watch your futures end.
Our shields and our weapons are gone!
Resistance is futile. Perhaps today is a good day to die.
John, look, blow up the damn ship!
No! We are not going to lose the Enterprise. Not to the Borg, not while I'm in command.
Star Trek First Contact.
Star Trek First Contact was released November 22nd, 1996, and was directed by William Riker himself, Jonathan Frakes. Jonathan Frakes had directed previous episodes of Next Generation. This was his first feature film for Star Trek. In many ways, Star Trek First Contact can be compared to Moby Dick, where Captain Picard is chasing his white whale. His white whale, of course, being a race of cybernetic organisms built on assimilating the galaxy. This was the movie Next Generation fans had been waiting for. The fan favorite enemy, the Borg, were finally getting their big screen treatment. This was the second outing of the Next Generation crew and our first ever look at the Enterprise E, after the Enterprise D had been destroyed previously in Star Trek Generations. The action was increased for this time-traveling adventure, and even the Borg took on an upgraded look for the big screen, and they were made a bit gooier. Because of the upgraded action and visuals, this was also the first Star Trek film to be rated PG-13. In the two-part Next Generation episode Best of Both Worlds, Captain Picard was abducted and assimilated by the Borg. Though he was saved by the actions of the crew of the Enterprise D, we learn in First Contact there were still some lingering connections to the Borg. As we watch Picard slowly self-destructs in his relentless fight against the Borg, Lily Sloan, a civilian from the 21st century that helped Zefram Cochrane build his first warp engine, is the one that brings him back to his senses. And speaking of Zefram Cochrane, this was the second time he appeared in Star Trek after being in an original series episode as a reanimated hero of the past. In First Contact, Cochrane is brought to life by the great James Cromwell, and his warp engine leads to our first contact with an alien race, none other than the Vulcans. This film is a favorite of many Next Generation fans, myself included, due to the good character development, the inclusion of a fan-favorite alien race, and good overall dialogue. Even as a casual Star Trek fan or someone just getting into the show, I would highly recommend watching First Contact. However, I would recommend watching Best of Both Worlds from seasons 3 and 4 of The Next Generation before watching First Contact to truly understand how powerful and menacing the Borg race really were.